team in particular. I mean, we'll just take a look at this bracket to show here the sheer dominance that this team has had within their NECC division. Not only have they only lost one game to the very team that they're now facing in the finals, but they have not dropped a single round within this playoff bracket.
Yeah, very, very clean Rocket League coming through from this SU squad.
Very well be a sweep, but otherwise, they're treating Alvernia with the utmost respect of an opponent, again, being their only loss of the season. The one loss that Alvernia does have is, ironically, against a team that Shenandoah themselves has 3-0'd.
Or do you think you're just going to go with the game plan that y'all have set up in the past?
We did actually get a VOD review yesterday before our scrim, and we were able to locate some key things that we like to do that hurt us, so we did our best to fix those, as well as some things that they like that we can exploit. So hopefully going to go into that, and all goes to plan, we walk away with a win.
They're in time to find the save.
Yeah, Vaughn's now certainly showing that Alvernia and Shenandoah, even though it started out a little bit fiery, they're taking their time, and that is what dangerous spot for the Hornets to be in. Demolition ends up in a trade and guarantees that the Hornets can take a breath of relief, at least for a second. They can regroup. Pagani shot on goal, down off the crossbar. To the second half.
Yeah, second half indeed here for game number 1. Thrift taking it back into the corner, trying to find the cross. Will be able to do so. Shot on goal from Valence. Will that very easily into some offensive looks. It looked like Dupes was going to try to look for something there, but instead pulls the trigger. Pinch on target, gets over. We're too strong to come through from Alvernia as we kick off game number 2. That one goes Alvernia's way, but the pitch might be on target. Mango struck in the air, but back on defense is Thrift, able to find that clear. Pagani catching that one. Not any boost to work with, however, trying to just get pretty Mango, however, off the post instead to meet that one. But already within that first minute, SU finding themselves with a 2-0 lead. Changing the tides here. Up in the air. Oh my! In Truos. Now we approach the halfway mark of game number 2 within the next 30 seconds. Mango, however, a shot on goal wide open. No one back in. Have seen plenty of great looks come through from this Alvernia squad, but they have not been able to capitalize on any of them just yet. Oh my goodness, yes it is!
Going straight back into your own net, that time with a little bit of assistance from Kiazi. Shenandoah certainly finding the gaps in their opponent. They're adapting to their playstyle.
Yeah, I saw
two completely different games like this is the reason that players want to keep grinding, that they want to keep seeing what new things they can try, because you
stalemate at half field, midfield there. 15 seconds left to go here in game number 2. Can Alvernia end this one on a good note? It looks like yes. We tie it up 1 apiece. 1 for SU, 1 for Alvernia. We got ourselves a series on our hands here, folks. You won't want to go anywhere. Well, maybe you want to get
the same kind of initiative continue to be taking game 3, given how well it worked before. Mango, now a bit of a fancy carry, but Alvernia not afraid to commit onto the ball. About to start the net, though!
They are looking pretty healthy when it comes to the boost, and just as I say that, it flips and flops all around. Almost a great bump.
Wait a minute, Mango! In overtime here, and with how solid the Shenandoah defense has been throughout games 2 and 3, for that matter, there hasn't been many gaps for Alvernia to find, but it is there. Shenandoah, they're on match points, and that you can start to kind of sweat it out once you get there. So if Alvernia want to start getting this close, Balance wants to get it to start off right in a series originally started off, and it was with these connections moving from the corner, playing off the backboard on this offense. Thrift and Bounce looking for each other on the field, but where Shenandoah yeah, we'll have to see where this kind of continues to go. There hasn't really been a correlation with who's starting out with that first goal and who's actually ended up winning the game. It's been that much the closest into a traditional sport is that you can't just only be defense. You can't only be offense. You have to be able to do everything, and you have to be able to move between each factor. And so far, down to the other side of the field, gives Alvernia a shot of staying within this series, though. Mango tussling for control. Pagani over to the corner, breaks out. Dupes looks for the path, but no. Thrift holds the ball's momentum in air. No shot going in. Mango off the crossbar. Pagani have it. Yes! 0-second goal. The Hornets are going to go ahead and move up to match and championship. The significance of this game is kind of getting to both of these teams. We're not seeing Alvernia go for the insane commits on the offense anymore, and it doesn't really seem to matter though.
The win out on a lot of these individual battles for the ball has been SU, right? I mean, Thrift trying to find that one. Pagani will be able to win it out in game number 5. Match point for SU. Alvernia down 2. They need to find a goal, and they need to find it fast, and that might just be it. Oh,
Pagani has to be waiting on the backboard to deny another goal towards Alvernia. This ball dangerously close to getting a third in for the Hornets, sending them racing back. And
pretty quickly in the last 45 seconds, but we'll have to see if they can do that again. Mango, however, will take it all the way off the post, but the follow-up from Pagani. Kiazi, 10 seconds remain. You're down 3 dupes, trying to end the season on a good note. A toss-up off the backboard from Thrift. Valence will be able to
gets it in off of this first touch, and I can tell you from experience that will not be happening. Shenandoah University are your NECC Division 4 champions.
A clean, well, almost clean series here. 4-1 victory for SU. You can see Kiazi hyping up the crowd. Why not wave to the spectators? Guys, what a season, what a year you guys have put together. Man, was it beautiful to watch.